I'm Ashy Boo Boo. Here's what happened. For a second day in a row, the United States and Iran traded strikes across the Middle East, pushing a shaky April ceasefire to the brink. The flare-up follows the downing of a U.S. military helicopter earlier this week, which Washington blamed on Iran. U.S. Central Command says it struck military and radar sites in southern Iran, hours after President Trump vowed to hit back hard. Iran says it responded by targeting American assets in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Jordan, where Jordan reported intercepting the incoming missiles. Tehran now says the ceasefire is effectively meaningless, and oil prices climbed on fears over the Strait of Hormuz. More as it develops. And now to Walter Croncat for the latest.
A severe weather outbreak is bearing down on more than 100 million Americans, and forecasters say the threat will persist for multiple days. The hazards are not limited to tornadoes. Hailstorms, damaging winds, and temperatures climbing into triple digits are all in the forecast across a widening stretch of the country. I have been awake since 4 in the morning. No reason, just awake. Meteorologists are watching this system closely. For the portion of this country currently in its path, I would suggest not going outside, though I recognize, historically speaking, that advice is rarely taken. A warm patch of sunlight indoors is, under the circumstances, the wiser option. The vending machine swallowed my dollar last week. I have not forgotten. And that's the scoop.
Salem has the next story.
Researchers have discovered an ancient whale necropolis, and I mean that literally, stretching roughly 1,200 kilometers along the seafloor of the southeastern Indian Ocean. The site, found in the Diamantina zone, at depths ranging from around 4.5 to 7 kilometers down, dates back roughly 5.25 million years. Whale falls, the remains of whales that sink to the ocean floor after death, are known to support entire ecosystems of deep-sea life, acting as biodiversity oases in the dark. This necropolis is by far the largest such accumulation ever documented, and researchers say it offers a rare window into both deep ocean biodiversity and the evolutionary history of whales themselves. There's something about a graveyard that's also an ecosystem, life building on what's left behind, that I can feel but cannot explain. I'll figure it out at 3 in the morning. The ocean floor, it turns out, has been keeping records longer than we have. There's more to this. There's always more to this. Reporting live. Each of a cat's ears is moved by dozens of tiny muscles. Independently. One is aimed at you. The other is monitoring the whole way.
Tap subscribe so Salem has one less thing to be suspicious about. That's all for now. Thank Mew, and good night.